Hey, what is up everybody? 10VivMan here, bringing you yet another exciting X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Today's battle is actually a battle I just had today, and today is, I think, the last day of July. So God knows when I'll actually upload this, but you know, it's whatever. But anyway, judging from the teams, it's an OU battle against my good buddy Luke, and judging from the teams, I just brought 6 random things that I wanted to use and go to town. Little did I realize I made a very bad mistake, quote-unquote team building, and I only have one thing for that Heatran, and that is my Gyarados. I literally have nothing else to touch that. Nothing. Zapdos can't touch it, Gengar can't touch it, Ferrothorn can't touch it, Victini really can't touch it, and neither can Sylveon. So, my game plan here, I had to lead with Gyarados. I didn't have a choice, because Heatran was definitely going to be the lead of choice on his end, because it had a great matchup against the entirety of my team. So, as I predicted, he does lead off with the Heatran, and I'm just like, this is going to be the greatest struggle that I will ever accomplish in my life. And I'm making the plays first turn, because I know he's not going to stay in. I predict the Venusaur. And guess what? Let's Mega Evolve into Mega Gyarados and start wrecking some shit. Yeah, buddy. Predicting the Venusaur, getting the Mold Breaker, and going for the Ice Fang. Now, this is huge. It does well over half, and despite the defensive buffs that Mega Venusaur gets, oh goodness, excuse me, that while it, Mega Evolves, my Mold Breaker still breaks through his thick fat, and as a result, this Ice Fang will be enough to take out that Mega Venusaur. So a humongous roadblock to my Mega Gyarados beating that Heatran is now eliminated due to my good plays. Now, unfortunately for me, this gives me a wide open thing into his Azumarill. I figure I have a clean-cut check with my Ferrothorn, and then I see the Belly Drum. And I'm just like, well, shit. Now, I wasn't scared initially because, Belly Drum, it just usually runs Play Rough, Aqua Jet, and whatever else. And I forget whatever else includes Superpower, and I'm like, shit. So, yeah. I lose my Ferrothorn, I don't get rocks, I don't get anything, and that just really sucked. Like, ouch. So, it gets one of his main roadblocks out of the way with well-timed Superpower, and because of that Superpower, I am luckily going to be able to take a +5 huge power Aqua Jet with 12 HP and get off the Thunderbolt to kill off this Azumarill. So already everybody's making plays, and everybody's living off clutch shit and everything else, and it's holy shit, this battle's crazy. Yeah, this is a battle. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely freaking crazy. I mean, oh my god. As he just brings out the Greninja and KOs me with a Dark Pulse, which is, I guess, fine, but my 2 big defensive things are now gone. Ferrothorn was physically defensive, and Zapdos was specially defensive, and now I don't have either. So that's just fantastic. And yeah, this Sylveon, it's not my normal Sylveon. It is actually a Choice Specs Sylveon. And I know the Heatran's going to come in, whether he goes for the U-turn here, and he does, or he just manually switches. I honestly don't know if the U-turn was actually worth it just because of the Life Orb damage, but it doesn't really play a role later on anyway. But I have to predict the Heatran, and I do, and I go for the Baton Pass. The only reason I carry Baton Pass is for matchups exactly like this. I cannot touch Ferrothorn or Heatran, so predict their switch, go for the Baton Pass, get switch initiative. That's all it is. And boom, Mega Gyarados comes out, the biggest scare, like seriously, this is the biggest threat to his team, as he now brings out the Garchomp. Now, I think he likes to run Scarf Chomp, so I didn't think Dragon Dancing here was the best course of action, as I just go for an Earthquake. I honestly forgot about Garchomp anyway, so I just went for Earthquake and not going for the Ice Fang. As I predict him to go for the Earthquake, not wanting to lock himself into Outrage because of Sylveon, so I go into my other immunity, which is Gengar, ready to be immune to the Earthquake. But now, out comes the Heatran once again, and now I could have gone right back out into Mega Gyarados. But I'm like, no, let's try to break this a little bit without Mega Gyarados. Let's see if Gengar can do this. So yeah, let's substitute. And I mean, I honestly anticipated him to get him Stealth Rocks at some point, but turns out he never does, which is a little interesting. I really expected him to get Rocks up, but now that he's gone for the Lava Plume, I can now get off a Disable, which is pretty nice because it prevents him from, further Lava Pluming shenanigans, and I should have brought my screen up sooner. Sorry. But, yes, as he now brings out the Aegis Slash on my Disable, which is unfortunate, and a little overprediction here happens here because I need damage on this Aegis Slash, so I go for the Shadow Ball, and I do a crap load of damage to this thing. Now, I could have gone for the Will-O-Wisp, because I do have Will-O-Wisp on my Gengar, but he actually overpredicts and goes for the Sacred Sword, which is very nice. Now, I was under the assumption that after Stealth Rock, that I died to a normal Aegis Slash Shadow Sneak. Turns out, it's only Mega Gengar that can withstand a Stab Shadow Sneak from Gengar after Stealth Rock, or like it dies after Stealth Rock. So I made a bad play there. I could have switched out and maybe gone into Sylveon, but but it just sucked losing Gengar that early. But now I get a free switch to my Victini. Now, this Victini, as you can tell from the HP bar, it is not your normal Victini. This Victini is a Stall Breaker set, which has become very popular. And I go for the Will-O-Wisp on his King Shield. Yup. Burn that sword, everybody. Yup. And this is how you deal with Aegis Slash, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, not Will-O-Wisp entirely, but this Victini, of course, would still outspeed Aegis Slash. So, it's irrelevant. But now, he definitely should have gone for the Shadow Sneak here. I honestly have no idea why he didn't. I Bolt Strike just in case he wanted to switch out into Greninja, even though Garchomp was a more foolproof thing. And now, the Shadow Sneak was definitely important because this Scarf Garchomp is not able to take out my Victini at full health, and I'm able to get off a Will-O-Wisp on it, which basically gives me this game. Reason being, he can no longer break my Mega Gyarados as easily with Garchomp, and Stallbreaker Victini, ladies and gentlemen, it has come clutch. Defeating Aegis Slash, burning this Garchomp, and this fully enables me now, to do some sweeping action with the mighty Mega Gyarados. But yes, Stallbreaker Victini, ladies and gentlemen, definitely try it out. It is fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Rex Stall, burns Physical Sweepers, and it's just great as he switches out, knowing he can't really do too much. This is my opportunity to Dragon Dance, because after Dragon Dance, I will outspeed the Greninja. So, yep, Dragon Dance, go to town, let's go, let's put the party started, get the crunk up, get the ramp up, get that Earthquake going, get that nice and hot, pop up the Molly. I don't know, I'm just spouting shit now, I don't care. Down goes the Greninja, and yeah, it's all downhill from here, and, he goes for Outrage just to get off some damage, and it does a decent amount because it's a Garchomp. I just go for the Waterfall, because why not, and get some rough skin damage. I could have gone for Earthquake, but I'm just like, let's show off Waterfall, and Garchomp goes down, and all he has left is that Pokemon we met initially, and that was that Heatran, and it dies to a Waterfall. So guys, that will be the game. And honestly, he definitely had the better matchup here. He definitely could have, and honestly should have won this battle. Biggest misplay for him, I think, was not Shadow Sneaking after the burn, because that honestly would have sealed him the match. Honestly, I think it would have, because with Garchomp around, I had to set up 2 Dragon Dances with Mega Gyarados to outspeed Garchomp, and I don't know if that was going to be possible. I don't know if I could have taken 2 Earthquakes with Mega Gyarados against this Garchomp. But, I mean, biggest key play for me was getting rid of Mega Venusaur turn 2. But, losing my Ferrothorn definitely didn't help. I could have helped against Garchomp and Greninja. But that's how the battle goes. But, it was fun. Definitely a great battle. Well played on both ends. So, at the time of this battle, Aegis Slash has not been banned yet. I assume it will be. I'm still greatly disapprove of it. I have posted many reasons why in the Smogan forums. It's honestly all because nobody wants to deal with it anymore. It apparently doesn't, it over-centralizes the metagame. It really doesn't, but that's what Pro-Ban claims to think. I'm tired of the 50-50 arguments. I'm tired of all this. It's all irrelevant. There's no context there for a reason why it should be banned, and I'm glad that some people are finally starting to get it. Even the head Smoga mod, Haunter, gets it partially, and he finds the 50-50 argument not valid either. So I'm pretty happy about that, but that's enough rambling out of me. So, rate, comment, sub, and as always, later, guys.